Hi YouTube friends. I wanted to start with showing you some of my dolls in my doll collection. These two are, one is my twin, as you can see. She's my Amelia, but I dressed her as Alice. And the other one is Aiden, my twin, Biddy twin. My Biddy twin boy. And he's not dressed, as you can tell. He does have his undies on. He's waiting for his clothes to dry. And then I'll move on to this chair, which this little guy here is one of my favorites. His name is Andrew. He's my twin, 23-inch posable. He looks just like one of my sons when he was that age, my oldest. And then this is Schroeder Brown, and he was a rescue. And then this is Oliver Isaiah. I love his hair. He's got great hair. And then this is Abel. He was a girl, but I turned him into a boy because my twins at the time, they still don't, I don't think, make, they might make some girls, but not very many. And then over here is one of my Walker dolls. I made her into Dorothy Gale. And then next to her is Trinity, my red-haired, my-size Barbie. And then, this is one of my lovely dolls. I just love her. She's like a Patty Play Pal clone. And then she's holding, I hope you can see her, a Daisy Kingdom doll. And then, of course, you know Daphne. And then there's a couple of my twins at the end, and a couple of my, I don't know if you can see those guys, but they're Walker dolls down there too. Okay, and then this is a Madame Alexander. She was the one. I don't know if I did an opening on her or not, but she was one of my, she was one of my finds. She had the red hair that I really liked. Okay, and there's Zachary Branch Fritz, of course. He was in a video of his own. And then here's Josephina and another Daisy Kingdom girl. I just love her. They're very sweet dolls. And then these guys, this is, of course, a Benjamin Ott doll. And this is a Journey Girls doll. Her name was Dana, but she's Brooke now. And this is Bo down here. And, of course, Molly. Now, Molly came to me. She was pretty messed up. I'm still working on her. Her lips are a little too bright, but I had to work on her lips. She had no lips whatsoever. So I'm still working on her. I have quite a few other dolls, but, okay, now we're going to go back to the tea party. This one is really awesome. He's the biggest one I've ever seen. Let me see if I can get in there so you can really get a look at his face. You might think he's a little bit scary, but he's a vintage doll. He's actually supposed to be a Desi Arnaz Jr. doll. He's the largest one I've ever seen. Got a really good deal on him at a doll show. Very sweet people helped me with him. And then next to him is a my-size Barbie. This is Kennedy. And she's holding a little porcelain doll, which are really against my religion because I break things so easy. And then there's my little bitty Tiny Tim and Samantha and a Build-A-Bear. And there's some more little miniatures in there. I haven't named the other little small baby yet. And there's my twin right there. She was a rescue. She has a broken foot. Somebody gnawed part of her foot off. So I just wrapped it in Coban for now and put a sock and a shoe on. And I'm going to figure out what to do with it. I might have to call my twin for a replacement foot. I've had her for a while, though. And then this is, of course, Ophelia Burnett. And then I took her hair down. But this is Emily Burns, who used to be named Zoe, but since I have a Zoe American Girl, I had to change her name because Zoe is actually her daughter. Now these two are very fun. I love them. They're really big too. They're called Betty Big Girl dolls, and they're from the 60s. And this is Lisa Marie. And this is Presley Lee. Now, Presley Lee was my first one, and she came to me with some hair issues. Somebody just chopped the heck out of her hair. So she's getting a reroot eventually with vintage hair that I got from a Velvet doll. And they wear full-size girl clothes. I think their shoes are actually like size 5 or 6. So I got them patent leather shoes. I swept through like Savers and Goodwill and so forth and found them clothes and shoes. And this I ordered from a wonderful lady named Stephanie. She sold me these little berets and matching sweaters. She was fabulous. I've got to email her and have her look at their outfits now. A lot of these guys are still dressed in Christmas stuff because I've been so busy working and going to school and now shooting videos. I'm just now getting caught up. This is Halo, and she is my second my size Barbie that has, like Ophelia, that has eyelashes. I didn't intend on getting 2 of them, but there was a glitch with one of the sellers, so I ended up purchasing a second one, thinking. And here's Razzleberry Joe, of course, that I got from my friend Stacy. She has an eBay store. She makes the fabulous dresses that Razzleberry is dressed in, as you can tell. She also did some of my other ones. I did an opening with her. Here's some of my twins. This is Vivian and Alice Frank. I used to call my mom Frank when she was younger, so this is a nod to her and my grandma. And she's holding... I can't remember what he is. Tell me what he is, you guys. I know him, but he's really rare. He's hard to find. But anyway, I just happened upon him in a store, and I thought he was perfect for her. This is a Kissy Kate doll. She is a my twin, but she was hard to find. I have 2 of her. One has a bob, and one is her. She's absolutely gorgeous. Then next to her is Alicia. I'm doing the back row first. Oh, now I'm going to step down to here. This is a Corito, I hope I pronounced that right, kid doll. I have 2 of her. I found her online for like $30 to $40, and then I turned around that same weekend and my husband found one of her in the thrift store for $3. It's like, yeah, of course, but that's okay. She has a twin now. This is, I think this is, Archie, and the other one's Hannah. Okay, so, and then this is Anastasia Patricia. She was the one that had the hair issue. You remember her. This is Toby Michelle. These are all my twins now, these guys here. This one is my very first my twin. My husband put her in the cart and I was like, what the heck is that? Well, she turned out to be one of my very favorites, of course. I always redo usually their lips and their fingernails because I love to do fingernails and so forth. Remember the old cosmetology thing? Okay, so this is Rose Brianne. And then this is her sister. This is Linnea Grieve. Oops, Linnea Garden. Anyway, and this is Boo Boo Kitty. And this is my very first my twin. I am so pleased with her. This is Shiloh. Let's see if I can remember. Bengal Shiloh Shaneem. This is who this is. And I was so excited to get a my twin. It was really hard to pick one, and this was the one that I absolutely wanted. So she was my very first my twin that I paid $100 for, and I've not gotten one since, but this is her. All of the other ones are rescues. And this little gal is a my twin, but she's a non-posable. She's very old, and she needs an eyelash on this side. I'm still working on her, but she's so sweet. She's got the cookie face mold. I believe it's a cookie face mold. If one of you guys know that it's not, let me know. I think they had so many face molds at that time, but you could tell that she's a non-posable because look, her knees are bent. She doesn't stand on her own. And her sister, I got her at the same time. Oh no, I didn't. I got her separate time. She needs new eyes, but in the meantime, I painted pupils in. And I gave her new Lippenstift and new eyelashes, and I curled her hair. Of course, I always wash my dolls, clean them up, except for their bodies, of course. Wash their hair, do all that kinds of stuff to them, and she looks fabulous right now. And then, of course, this is Liberty, and I know she has a middle name, and I can't remember, but she's really super cute too. She has a broken arm. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that broken arm. She came like that. Okay, now back here we have a Felicity doll that had her hair cut. So I named her Victoria. She's going to be Tori. She's dressed in a little doctor outfit. Very cute. And there's, of course, Teddy. And here's Ellie. She's an Ott doll. Oh, can you see her face? Isn't she cute? She's so darn cute. And look, she has a set of these little fabulous dolls that I got from a lady who said her mom was a collector of dolls, and these were her mom's dolls, and I love these little tiny dolls. Aren't they fabulous? And then here's Sigourney. She is a Laura Ashley doll, and she's holding her little mini Batat doll. And then, of course, this is one of the street girls. She was fixed up, and she looks fabulous with her glasses on. She looks like your grandma now. And right offhand, what did I name her? Well, her name is in the, my mind just went blank. Isn't that terrible? Here's a Velvet doll. We'll come back to her. Here's a Velvet doll. She was in pretty bad shape, but I needed her for the tails. I had a friend who gave me a great deal on a bunch of Velvet dolls. She's just going to ship the heads. I said, no, shipping the whole bodies. Maybe I can do something with them, because I just needed the tails to reroute my Betty Big Girl, Presley Lee. Here's Helene from that same Street Girls. Here's another Daisy Kingdom doll. Here's my very first American Girl doll that I bought. Well, I've had a lot of American Girl dolls, but this is the only one that I've ever bought that was brand new. This is Marie Grace holding Cecile, and here is, let me get out of the way, there's Cecile, and she's holding Elizabeth and Marie Grace. And there's an old Velvet again, and then there's Teddy back there. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not Teddy, that's Beatrice, sorry. Okay, so, and there's my big, huge bear, Abbott, and some little bears that are on top of him that I've had forever. So there's those guys. Now let me bring you over here, and, sorry, there's a shadow. There's that cabana that I made, and then this is really neat, and I really wanted to show you her, and I don't think I'm going to get a good view of her, but she is a Patty Playpal. She's just not original. She was done in 1986. I'm not taking her out of the box. I really super want to play with her, but I know she's worth more in the box, so I can't. This is breaking my heart. Trust me, I want to play with her. And then here's another my twin, Josie, and or Pepita. And here is a mini Batat, and here's one of my original dolls that I had when I was a kid, except she's not mine. I had to rebuy her again off of eBay, and that's Tubsy. Her name is Claire now, Tubsy Claire. Okay, so there is, and of course you might recognize Jeeves down there, but there's my collection of dolls. You know, I hate to say this, but I can't remember what I named her because it was a while ago when I got her. Usually I remember their names and I clean forgot. I'm so sorry. So here's an overview of them again, and there's little Clara. You remember her? Miss Clara. Yeah. And, oh, this is a Madame Alexander Stilettos doll. This one right here. I have another one in the box. She's got red hair. Okay, so there they are. And here's the big view of just some of the dolls. I have actually a doll room. I won't take you in there right now because it's like a disaster. Okay? Alrighty then. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me and seeing some of my doll collection. And have a wonderful day. And share your remarks and comments and which ones you liked best. And if you remember if that's a cookie face mold and so forth. And we will go from there. Take care. Bye-bye. And if I remember her name, I will post it. Well, I'll remember it. I'll look it up. I write all their names down. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.